Hi, everybody. Welcome to Dan on Sports. Are you ready? Game 3 of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals between the Boston Celtics, defending NBA champions, and the New York Knicks. Celtics-Knicks, a rivalry in a game that actually means something. The scene shifts to Madison Square Garden on Saturday afternoon, 3:30. And the game's going to get tremendous ratings. I don't think there's any doubt about that. But this is going to be, in my opinion, a must game. Wait for it. The Knicks. Knicks must win this game. I'll get to that in just a moment. But first of all, Madison Square Garden is going to be one raucous place. I mean, the place is going to be, people are going to be screaming at the top of their lungs. Spike Lee's going to be there. You know, there's going to be mega coverage of every celebrity. Knicks games have always been a place for the celebrities to go, even when the Knicks aren't doing well. Something to keep in mind, Celtics are the defending NBA champs. The Knicks have not won an NBA championship in over 50 years. The last time they were crowned NBA champions was the 72-73 season, and they didn't even win their division that year. But they did go on to win the NBA title over the Lakers. But my point is, celebrities have always gone to the Garden, have always wanted to be seen at a Knicks game. But now you've got a game with this much importance, and you've got the Knicks, who weren't even favored to win, and they're still not favored to win. But you have the Knicks, who go up to Boston and win the first two games of this series. Madison Square Garden, as I said, is going to be raucous. But this is a must game for the Knicks. Why? I know the Knicks are up 2-0. I know that history favors a team that is up 2-0. There have been in the history of the NBA playoffs, 463 playoff series where a team is up 2-0. And the team that was up 2-0 won 429 of those series, which means the Celtics' chances of winning this series and advancing to the conference finals, 7.3%. But you've got to look beyond that history. You've got to take the teams into account playing now. That has to factor into the equation. That's not the entire equation, but it's got to factor into the equation. So, I am saying that's why the Knicks have to win. If they're up 3-0, then I don't see how the Celtics win. I really don't. If they're up 3-0, all the Knicks have to do is win one of the remaining four. And they could probably do that just showing up, even against the Celtics. That's why, and I know people are saying, well, it's a must-win for the Celtics. I believe it's even more of a must-win for the Knicks. Here's why. If the Celtics win that game, they have the momentum. As I said, the Celtics are the defending champions. If they win, suddenly it's 2-1. Suddenly there's a little doubt in the Knicks' mind. So maybe we're not that good. Remember, the Celtics won the championship last year, so they've got that going for them. There's something to be said about a defending champion. And it's not as if this is suddenly an old group. These players are in their prime. And it's not as if the Knicks blew the Celtics out of the first two games in Boston. Give them credit. This Knicks team has surprised a lot of people. No one expected that the Knicks would go up to Boston and win the first two games of that series. They were hoping that maybe they could steal one of those two games so that they would have home court advantage. Now the Celtics have to win twice in New York if they want to move on to the conference finals. So nobody was expecting the Knicks to go up to Boston. But the flip side is the Knicks didn't blow out the Celtics in either game. And it was really more because the Celtics were so inept down the stretch, twice blowing 20-point leads in the second halves of both games. I think the Celtics are the better team. I know the Celtics are the better team. That's why this is a must game for the Knicks. You've got a team down. You want to keep them down. That's I believe, the only way the Knicks can win. My point being this. I am still predicting that the Celtics will win this series. Why? Because I think they're the better team. Why? Because I don't think it's impossible for the Celtics to win 4 games. It wouldn't surprise me if the Celtics won 4 straight. That would not surprise me at all. It wouldn't surprise me if the Celtics won 4 or 5. They're going to have to win 4 or 5 at least. They don't have to win 4 games, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Celtics won 4 in a row. But I'm saying that they're going to win. They're going to win this series. Is it going out on a limb? I don't think it's going out on a limb that much. The Celtics are the better team. And as I said, they're capable of winning 4 straight and certainly 4 out of 5. I give the Knicks a lot of credit. Here's my point. In order for the Knicks to win this series and move on to the conference finals, and by the way, there is a pathway for the Knicks to go all the way to the NBA finals, up 2-0. But my point is, in order for the Knicks to win this series, they have to win Saturday afternoon. They have to win Game 3. That's my prediction, that the Knicks have to win Game 3 if they want to win this series. But beyond that, I'm sticking with the Celtics. I'm saying it right now. Mark it down, and I give the Knicks a lot of credit what they've done. The Boston Celtics will win this series. But remember what I said. In order for the Knicks to win, they have to win Game 3 Saturday. That's why I am saying this is a must-win game, but not for the Celtics, for the Knicks. That's going to do it for Dan on Sports. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe. As always, thank you for your support.